What's up everybody, it's Mark from 403 Fauna. I really want to thank all the subscribers I have to this channel. It's just been incredible how much the numbers have been going up. And I figured out, just like anything in life, what you put into it is what you'll get out of it. So the more videos I present, it's just gonna put my name out there, my face out there more, and introduce more people to this beautiful hobby that I'm involved in with ball pythons. I do other things in my channel. I do some science experiments, I do adventures, and I'll be getting into a new thing which I'll share with you guys hopefully in a couple of weeks, we'll see. Well, I wanted to introduce a new segment called What's in Your Rack Wednesdays, and it'll be strictly about ball pythons. I'll be talking about what's in my rack, I'll be talking about the ball python hobby, the industry, and I'm by far not an expert. And I want to keep it at 6 minutes in length, and I'm just going to kind of wing it and not do very much editing on it. So without further ado, let me set the timer. Hey Siri, set timer for 6 minutes.
Okay, 6 minutes and counting.
And I hope you guys enjoy the first episode of What's in Your Rack Wednesday. So here is my rack right here. It's a rack made by a local reptile store here in San Diego, Imperial Beach, California to be exact, called SoCal Scales. They do a really good job on making racks. It's a PVC enclosure and it holds 28 quart Rubbermaid tubs. I like to keep things really simple. I maintain a feeding card that has the name of the ball python and the morph. And inside, really simple as well. I'll show you that in a little bit. But let's take a look around it. I do have a Vivarium Electronics VE300 thermostat for it. I have my Filipino barrel man fertility statue. Whenever there's a male put in with a female here, the barrel comes off, and if you've never seen one, let's just say boing. On the side here, I do have my little sticker wall, and these are from people that I have bought from. Let's look at a few of them. We have Morph Mart Reptiles, Exotic Designs Reptiles, Regius Creations, Steve Winkler Reptiles, Grays, local guy, Dreamweaver, Fireball of course, my man Louie from Flexing Pythons, Kyle Hoffman, Royal Ambassador Reptiles. He's been getting a lot of airplay, especially from Mutation Creation. Unbelievables, they're awesome. Yeah, and there's been more that I bought from, of course, but not all of them do send stickers or business cards. These are all pictures taken by me of my ball pythons, and I just love it. It's an incredible rack. PVCs work really well for me here. I live at sea level here in San Diego, and humidity honestly is not an issue for me here. I just put a water bowl inside, and that's perfectly enough for the humidity. I don't use any cocoa fiber or cocoa husk. I just use paper, a water bowl, hides. Not all of my ball pythons do have hides. It depends on the size. In fact, let me take one out. I put little clips on here on the ones that I wanted to share with you guys. So I'm gonna take one out. We'll take a look at it. Here's my little ball python table I use for my videos. I have a ring light here that I'll turn on. And let me show you one of the ball pythons. Let me put you guys down here for a second. And I'm gonna grab Venus. Now Venus was my first ball python back last October after a long hiatus from the industry. And I got her from Bob Clark, and she is a Pastel Highway. So let's talk about our first little controversial subject here. Highway versus freeway. So as you can see here, again, I keep things simple. We just have a hide, water bowl, paper substrate. Now with paper, you just gotta be on top of things, because if they go to the bathroom, boom, you gotta change it every time. So every day I just go through all my racks and make sure they're clean, and if it's soiled in any way, they get changed. So here is a Pastel Highway. And when I got her, she was absolutely stunning. And as we can see, she's right around 1,000 grams. She has lost a lot of her color. And that's one of the arguments the freeway people use, is that highways, they lose a lot of color as they age. And honestly, I'll agree with that. It's looking more like an ivory at this age than what she looked like when I got her from Bob Clark initially. So she does still have the tracks a little bit, but has faded a lot. And I don't know how much of the pastel influence that is. I haven't really looked into adult highway ball pythons without the pastel, and even adult freeways just to compare. But apparently the freeways don't fade out as much as the highways do. And she just shed, nice perfect shed, as you can see. And I did get a message from Central Michigan University about the yellow belly complex and if I'd save some sheds for them. So I'm going to save that and send that over to them. Of course, the highway is from a gravel and a yellow belly combination, whereas the freeway is an asphalt and yellow belly. So that there is Venus Pastel Highway at about 900 to 1,000 grams. What do you guys think? Are you a pastel or are you a freeway or highway person? I love them both. Okay, so I'm gonna put her back. She has been doing really well. I mean, I do have other snakes that I bought after her that were smaller in size that are actually larger now. In fact, let's take a quick look at Patience here. Patience is my Enchi clown. And I bought her from Outback Reptiles, and she was smaller than Venus at the time, and she's 1,500 plus grams now, and I fully expect her to go for me this season, whereas Venus, I'll wait till next year for her. Yeah, I can see the timer's gonna run out soon, so I just want to share another one here with you. I want to share Tigra. Now, Tigra has been breeding regularly with Tony, who is a leopard double het VPI Xanthic puzzle. Now, I was just looking at her the other day, and I just noticed, that she is glowing. So, guys, I'm sorry, but the 6 minutes is up, and we'll just take a last look here at the beautiful Tigra, who is likely gravid. I haven't seen an ovulation yet, but hopefully soon. And looks to me to be glowing because she is super bright. And she is a vanilla ember 100% het hypo. All right, guys, time's up. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of What's in Your Rack Wednesday.